Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shake Master J, or J Hamster, however you want to call me. And I haven't done a video in a minute, so I'm just doing this because I figured I want to get some clout tokens up, and this needed to be addressed. So I'm addressing it. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, as I put this photo back up, is a gentleman with a Facebook account by the name of Red Zone Trev. I wish I could find him. I hope it's still there. But what this man did was broke down the Vinci Code on how women move when it comes to men. And he pretty much gave us free game on this situation. And I'm going to tell you this right now. On my Facebook page, and I know I have friends, female friends, who do this shit all the time. But it's a fact. It is a huge fact. And these days, you see a lot of memes about what guys do or what guys want to do. And personally, they are right. Men do some fucked up shit in the name of sex, whether they're claiming to be nice or have multiple people or all this stuff. It is very, very annoying. Please excuse the constant pressing. I'm just trying to make sure that the screen doesn't go out. But what I'm here to tell you is Red Zone Trav has given men a lot of free game in terms of what women do. Because if something that women do not tell us, as he said, is they move differently. But they just want to fuck just like any other man. And that's facts. That's all facts. So on this, we are going to break down everything he has said so far. If I could find his status, we could do it. Now, obviously, he has a thread on the guys too. But, the one that has 1,004 comments or 1.4K comments on there, clearly, and 976 shares, clearly this man has exposed a lot. And we should be learning. We should thank this man because he did not have to do this. But clearly this guy is crawling on his fucking 2 hands and his knees just so toxic men like us can walk. So let's break down these statuses, shall we? So obviously there's a post on there that says, guys only want to fuck. And yeah. But then this guy said, fellas, you want to know some secrets girls don't be telling us? That one right here. And he put the flame emojis. He about to let y'all know. Once he breaks it down, y'all getting burnt. So, let's look at the blueprint, shall we? Keep notice. She definitely compared you to your homeboys. And if one of them look better than you, y'all can't kick it after dark. Oh my God. Wow. That one hurt. That's a truth that hurt. And let's be honest. We all have that. We all have that kind of woman in our squad. Trust me, if she's been passed around, then yeah. That's because she compared y'all. The fact that y'all can't kick it after dark, this bitch calls you 5:30. There are some problems. The next sentence, the next comment he says is, go to your girl's message and search dick. I don't think I need to explain that. I don't think none of us need to explain that. At this point, you're a fucking piece of meat to this woman. You are a piece of meat to this woman. And that's on you. Next. She ain't got no job or income, but she's always buying shit. Focus on yourself. I ain't gonna say nothing about this topic because I'm gonna get in trouble. But all I know is there is some facts that are being spoken on this. I swear. Then the next comment. Them big girls be having niggas think it's a game like Lucci? Trust me when I tell you, People think men don't like big women or fat phobic. I can speak on experience and tell you that shit is not true. Don't let the internet gas you into thinking that fat women are unattractive. Some of them will even break your heart. I'll be honest with you. Some of them will even break your heart. And this is going to piss some people off when I say this. But I know some big girls, or particularly one, that has done some foul shit. And let's just say, physically, she's paying for it. Hallelujah! Next comment. What her friends will think matters to her, even if she doesn't act on it. If she gotta explain it, consider it an issue. That is fucking facts right there. I could tell you back in July, of 2014, I ran into an issue like this. And it was a problem. It was a fucking problem. I mean, for y'all feuding with her friend, this girl's friend, for a long time. But now I see the light and I realize, you know what? Girls just move this way. And also, I have to take accountability. I can't say shit right now. Accountability with myself because I fucked up. So I deserve this L. But now I know. The next comment says, if she asks you a random question, she already know the fucking answer. Once again, this one I'm going to be quiet on. But let's just say I know someone. Before she even asks the question, she'll put the word, hypothetically speaking. Man, I'm going to tell you this right now. You better not fall for that shit. Or you in trouble. Next comment. When y'all break up, a good 83% of the shit she posts, she want you to see. The other 17% is just self-motivation. I promise you, she had a horrible time in the club. The video that you seen was staged. Oh my God. Any of the girls in my friend list, because this is going on Facebook, by the way, who read this and feel guilty, trust me, you know what you're talking about. You know. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say nobody. I ain't gonna say no stories. But I seen how some of y'all women move on this application. And yeah, it's obvious. The next comment is, if you thought for a second you cheated and she took you back without getting her lick back, you are one naive soul. But your faith is admirable. Yes, absolutely. There's no need to even speak on this. Like, you guys, that is an obvious thing, fellas. You better take notes down like SpongeBob told Patrick when he was seeing Squidward do some fuck shit. Write that down. Next one. They really believe sex with another female ain't cheating. And by the way, how would you know if she was anyway? Stay focused. Y'all know who y'all are. And I know the more that some of my friends are watching this video on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, the guiltier they are. Yeah, stay focused, y'all. And stay dangerous. A serious one. Trigger warning. A lot of women, especially black women, have been sexually assaulted in their childhood and even adulthood. Before you call her crazy, understand. If she loves you, you trigger her emotions. She might call you a lot because she had abandonment issues. She might flash out a lot because she's used to being met with more anger in response, etc. Learn your girl. If you don't pay attention to this, you'll be the reason she cheats, not her. Now, I'm not going to make any jokes or any comments on this because this is a serious thing. Also, black women. So I don't want to say I will never, ever say anything bad about black women. All I know is this is serious. And this is facts. Maybe I don't know a lot about black women, but I've been around black women personally to know that this is a real issue within our people. And it needs to be addressed. And I'm glad he addressed this very seriously. And yeah, you must understand the woman. You must understand who she is. You must try to accept the fact that she is, let her open up to you. Give her the reason why she wants to be with you. Now that we got that out the way, his next comment is, and if she breaks up with you, she been broke up with you. You just found out. Yeah, a lot of women check themselves out. Fellas, pay attention to that. If she starts to check herself out, she already broke up with you. She just waiting for the right time to tell you. Hey, how you love that? Always remember, she had more fun with another nigga before you. Don't get too comfortable. And that's what's wrong with these fellas. That's wrong, myself included. We be having too fun thinking we gonna hold them down. Nah, my nigga. She gone, bro. And you gonna have to accept that. Oh, and another thing. Your mannerisms will turn her on or off more than your looks. Perception is reality. Perception of reality is a quote by Future, and we know how he is with his women. He is focused on his thing, and not on these bitches. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to use the B word. Not on these women. So, keep breaking it down, and that's what Red Zone Trav does. I ain't done either. But the next comment he says is her sugar daddy on Facebook, her sneaky link on Snap, and the guy that's replacing you on Instagram. Stay safe out there. And the next thing he says, she's still in contact with the dude who fucked her the best. You'll never know, though. Either take the throne or watch the throne. That's the most important thing out of all of it. No matter what I read, after or before, always remember that. Always take that. If there's nothing you take from this game that he broke down to you, this the one right here. This the one. Should I read it again, viewers? She is still in contact with the guy who fucked her the best. But you'll never know, though. Either take the throne or watch the throne. I'm a throne taker. Toot. That's me tooting my horn at a parking lot before I go to work. But that's me tooting my horn. I'm a throne taker. I'm not a throne watcher. Just saying. Next comment. You really think you know her body count? Boy, you are naive. That's going to the grave. Her friends don't know either. Never. A woman will never tell you her sexual history. Now, I don't mind telling people my history. You know, I'm not ashamed. Honestly, I'm not really that good in terms of who I talk to and whatnot. But I'm not afraid of giving my history out. I don't give it out like it's it's like a social security number. You know, I give it out when asked for important times. Like if I'm with someone, then I'm not afraid giving out my history. But I would never ask a woman for a history because it's their body. It's their right. You don't need to know. And I don't have to know. Body count doesn't really mean much. You know what I mean? A body count doesn't necessarily bother me only if, if you're going to ask me, I'll ask you. You can lie to me, but I won't press you for it because it's not necessary. But I can understand why some guys want to. It's just not for me. Look on her kneecap. Bet she got a scar on that motherfucker. That one's too obvious. I mean, what can I say about that? Next comment. Check her notes. See if she got a list. Trust me on this one. Well, I actually have a list myself. It's a black book. I call it the Death Note. Don't ask. They be watching lesbian porn. I mean, of course, all women do that. There's no argument there. Don't look for other men in her phone. Check the GCBFF thread. Uh-oh. You got some problems. They be hiding that shit. They're very clever. Man, this guy is just on fire. They don't want to be told what to do. They just want to feel like it'll be a consequence. If they choose wrong, let them think they made the decision on their own, though. There's nothing wrong when a woman says she'll text you or she'll do this or she'll do that. But if she doesn't, you don't make them feel bad. You don't. And sometimes if they take an L, they're going to have to realize that's an L they take. They take a W, it is what it is. But one thing I've learned is that you never force a woman to do something that they don't want to do. Because they really don't want to do it. Unless they feel like, at the end of the day, a woman feels like, well, I don't want to say, I can't speak for women. But I will say, I've had experiences where the people I deal with, so that's why I can say it's probably me, because the people I deal with. But when I deal with them, they always feel like they don't want to be told what to do. And that's an issue. To an extent, at least. No matter what them toys do, she gonna keep fucking. And that's on period. That is on period, my dude. And they got a lot of souvenirs. But that's none of my business, though. It's the angle, bruh. Don't get your hopes up. These folks be shapeshifters. I know he's talking about what they see on the photos. And, ouch. That one gotta hurt. Should I continue? Because I will. I once took a woman out to eat and talked until 12 a.m. so my direct deposit could hit. God built this nigga different. But yeah, that's it. Fellas, this man broke the fucking Da Vinci Code. It's funny how the ones who throw stones, particularly the women, it's funny how the ones who throw stones never take accountability from that glass house that they live in. Now don't worry, I'm gonna break down a Da Vinci Code on what the guys do. So women, don't feel slighted. Don't worry. Red Zone Trav had a thread on guys too, but I can't find it. So I'm going to break the Da Vinci Code for you. So don't worry, women. I don't want you to think that this is a woman bashing video. Because we got something to say about the fellas too. But for now, I'll tell you this. If you're upset, I understand. But you can't be upset at personal experience. That's all I can tell you. And before I sign off with a crotch grab, there's two things I want to say to the women out there. And to the men. When it comes to things like this, there's two things in life you cannot play. That is games and this pimping.